You're feeling stuck. No matter how much you put it on your calendar, you never get it done. You feel like you're existing instead of living. And the things that you once loved to do, you don't do them anymore. You desire to do them, but you can't seem to bring yourself to do them. Well, my friend, I'm here to tell you that you're actually not stuck. You just have some mental blocks going on. And these blockages are kind of like a wall, right? It's in the way. And you got to push past that wall. So if you've landed on this video, I'm going to give you a few ways to get out of this stuck place. So the first way to work past these mental blocks so that you can get out of this stuck feeling is to start writing. Let me share what I mean. I have a way of connecting with prophets, people who have the prophetic gift, right? And I recently connected with this woman, and she called to check on me one day. And she asked me how my week was going, and I told her I just felt a little overwhelmed and had been overthinking and having a hard time just keeping the faith on what is to come next in life. And she said, "There's no reason for that. I need you to write it down and make it plain." She said, "I want you to write everything down. Whatever it is that you want from your business, whatever vision you have, I want you to take a piece of paper and write it step by step. Write what comes to your mind. Write the steps you'll take to make it happen. Write the people you will connect with. Write it all down." So I'm sharing with you to do the same thing. But I want you to write two different things, okay? First, I want you to, I don't know if you've heard of the terminology word vomit, but word vomiting is basically taking a piece of paper, and you can set your timer 10 or 15 minutes. I'll start out with about 10 minutes until you get used to it. And write every single thought that comes to mind. Every single one that comes to mind. Just write. It doesn't have to be perfect handwriting. Just write it as it comes to you. Write it all down. And then once that timer goes off, I want you to take that piece of paper and throw it away. You can see this is telling your brain that all of that stuff that you wrote down is irrelevant. Doesn't matter, and you're going to work past it. And then I want you to take another piece of paper, and I want you to write down the things that make you happy, or write down the things that you desire to do. Write down the things you love to do. If you have a business or a career or something that brings you passion, write all of that down. And write as much as you want to write. Now, don't set a timer for the second activity. The first activity, setting time just helps you get in the mental space to do it. Second activity, you're going to keep this piece of paper, right? Just write it all down, or if you have a journal, whatever you use. And then, once you've finished writing down on that piece of paper, I want you to read that paper every morning when you wake up. And if you're on this video, I'm going to assume that you're spiritual, because I'm spiritual, right? So every morning when you wake up and you say your prayer or whatever spiritual activities you do to get your day started, I want you to read that paper so that you can remind yourself that you will start doing those things again, and you will work towards those things. But see, this is a reminder. This way you're going to see it written down in front of your face, which is going to make it more believable and more attainable to do. Because see, before, this stuff was floating in your head and you didn't have it in a place to see it. But once you see it, then it feels attainable. It feels like something you can actually achieve, right? Now, the second way that helps you work past these mental blocks is to make a schedule to start doing the things that you enjoy doing. And when I say make a schedule, I mean go in your calendar and choose some times each day that you will dedicate to certain things. So maybe at 9 a.m. for 10 minutes, you're going to listen to your favorite music. Maybe at 5 p.m. you're going to go walk in the park because you know the weather is better now. Maybe at 2 p.m. you're going to get up and have a dance break. Or maybe you're going to reconnect with that friend that you haven't seen in a while. Or you're going to, whatever, once a week you're going to start doing that hobby that you used to do, whether that's painting, drawing, or singing, whatever it is. But I want you to schedule it, because when it's scheduled, now you're forced to do it. The reason you're in this rut of feeling stuck is because you've gotten in the habit of doing the things you really don't enjoy doing, and that's taken over everything else. But when you put it on the schedule, it's going to remind you to do it until it becomes just naturally something you're going to do, right? So map out your calendar at the beginning, after you do your spiritual activity and you read that sheet of paper where you just wrote down everything. Now you're going to take a few things from that sheet of paper and you're going to put it on the calendar so that you can actually get back to you. And the third thing I want you to do to begin working through that place of feeling stuck is to practice self-talk. See, because when you're stuck, part of the reason you're in that stuck place is because of the things that you have been telling yourself. You've been telling yourself that you're not capable of doing the things. You've been telling yourself, oh, I'm in this place, but what's the point of trying? You've been telling yourself negative things, right? And the more that you tell yourself those negative things, the more you stay in that place. So you got to start flipping it around to start getting out of that place. And the way you do this is to work against the negative things that have you've been telling yourself, or other people have been telling you. It could be a combination of both. And the way I want you to do this is to pay attention to the things that you say to yourself. You know, like when you're, at least for me, because I've been stuck before. And when I was stuck, I would say things like, I'm just tired of, living like this. How about it's a gift to wake up and have another day of life. Not everybody gets to wake up and have a day of life. Or my bank account is I'm broke. I don't have any money. I have some kind of money in the bank account, and there are people who are living on the street, and I have shelter. You get where I'm going with this? Start shifting the things that you have been telling yourself into positive ones, so that you can get out of the place of being unstuck. You got to start training your mind to believe that you are happy, so that you can believe you're happy, so that you can start doing things that tie into being happy. All right, friend. Well, that's it for today. And if you've made it this far, I appreciate you for watching this. And I believe that you be careful about the words you say, right? I believe that you are going to get out of this place that you're in. This is only temporary. And by you taking the steps to get out of this place, the fact that you're watching this video to find ways to get out of being stuck, that's the first step. And that says a lot about you. That says a lot that you know that you deserve better for yourself and that you are capable of doing better. So you're already halfway there. So if you found this useful, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend that you think this may help. And thank you for stopping by. Until the next video.